Good morning and welcome back to another video of mine. This is Kristy. I am the Composed Planner, and today I am planning in my Kristy book-bound planner by Laurel Denise. The pink ribbons. You can always tell Laurel Denise by her hot pink. It's one of her favorite colors. I am planning for September 1st through September 7th, which is the first week of school. I mean, my daughter would in theory go to school for 2 days. We're going just one, and then we also have a trip to the Oregon coast. So I am using Planner Cake Kit 728. I have been, as soon as I saw this kit, I knew I wanted to use it for our coast trip because it's just so beachy and beautiful. So this was purchased back before I kind of knew which sheets I think would work better for me. So I'm kind of doing things a little bit differently than I did last week, and we got for the rest of October, or for the rest of September. So I am going to start with the double set of washi on the sampler page. And I think I like it this way. So I am ready for, I don't know what I'm ready for. I'm gonna turn you around. I've got just, a really, really, really excited daughter for school, and we get to go to her school tonight, actually, for Meet the Teacher night, and we get to go back to her ballet for picking up her uniform for the next year and new shoes and stuff. So she's very excited for all of that, as she should be. Just use my slice tool. I have the retractable one, and my washi cutting card to cut that part. I sometimes rip this, as you've seen before, with just the washi cutting card kind of more in the way of like what you would do with actual washi. I don't know, it doesn't really bother me that the edge gets a little frayed. So I'm not that worried about a frayed edge, but there you go. Doing the slice tool is good though. Because then it's a nice straight even line. Alrighty, let's flip you back around and get the days of the week on. I like changing the days of the week because it's just pretty. It's just really fun to have the decoration a little bit higher up and all of that stuff. And so yeah, I'm a big fan of putting on the day of the week headers. Let's see, it is Thursday today, and we have all that stuff for my daughter's upcoming year, but no real plans this weekend actually, which is Labor Day weekend, and I don't think we really have much of anything planned. I think we've got some hikers staying at my mom's house this weekend, maybe Friday and Saturday, I think actually. I think she's gonna have a group of 3 and possibly a group of 2. I don't know if we've heard back from the group of 2 yet on posting. So we live in a pretty good city to get to the PCT. So people often come in to my city to replenish like their food, and if they need new shoes or a new pack or any new hiking poles or anything like that. We have a lot of people coming into town for that. And because we have that, we, you get really good at knowing who is a thru hiker and who is a hitchhiker, and I actually picked up 2 from trail on Tuesday, and as we were coming back in through a city to get to our city, there was a guy standing side of the road, and it was very obvious that he's a thru hiker because they have the packs and they have the hiking poles, and they just have a different look to them. And so we stopped and picked him up as well. He was appreciative, and he's actually getting a ride back out with my mom today. So it's kind of funny how that works out, but he was very appreciative that we were gonna get him into my town, and I brought him right to the hostel that he was staying at, which is right off the highway, so it works really well. I'm just gonna have some coffee. So I know a lot of people think that, you know, like Labor Day is the last day of summer, which I can understand for some people. You know, we go back to school after Labor Day. I understand the theming of Labor Day is last day of summer. I don't really think of like the end of summer break as being until my mom's birthday, because we always go on vacation like the weekend after Labor Day. And I don't know if we'll keep that up as my daughter is in preschool, or, you know, in school now. When she was in preschool, nobody really cared. I mean, her teacher cared, but it wasn't the end of the world if we missed a day. We were not the only ones who took days off or anything like that for trips. I don't think this was that side. I think it's this side, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it there. Whatever. So we'll see how it goes now that she's in regular school. But I'm gonna do the weekend banner over the full 4 days. And this is like the first time where I'm like, oh, Thursday is part of the weekend. I'm usually a big fan of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, weekly, like the weekly to-do list. But the fact that it's all on the same page is actually really nice. I wanted to do the banners. Those are cute. Fun deal. I think I like these ones a little bit better, but I don't know if they'll work for what I'm doing. Okay, so we're not going to be doing much these 4 days. We'll just bring, you know, puzzles and toys for my daughter, but we usually just go walk on the beach a lot, which is very, very enjoyable. I want to get, I think I'm gonna do my like deco sheets. So I don't really know. I'm definitely gonna want, maybe I won't do my sunrise, and no, I want them. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one first. And then I'm gonna do this one over here, and that's good. And then I'm gonna come in with some thin washi. My husband is working only 1 day this week, and it's Thursday or Wednesday, and I don't believe he is brewing that day, so I don't really need to know what his schedule is. So I think I'm gonna just mark off 3 lines. I wonder if I can fit, I might just mark off 2 lines and figure out how to get my weather up here by where it says Labor Day for Canada and the US, because I don't need to block off more than I really need to. So I can put the weather up there, and there, I mean, it's a trip. I can find somewhere to write sunrise and sunset times for sure. I'm gonna put the house on Thursday, because that's what time we're going to be getting to the house, which is fun. I love the artwork on this one. I think it is just truly, you know, stunning. It is beyond gorgeous. And let's do these guys here. Perfect. I also have the deco sheet for this one, and I have the deco sheet for MK737, which came out the same. Oh wait, I guess these are different months. But I really liked both of them, and I thought maybe I could get them to go together, but I don't know. Now that I'm looking at it, this one's much more orange, so it's okay. I always find a use for a deco sheet. I wanted to I have the sun and the moon. I need a to-do list of some sort. Okay. This Thursday, I'm working from home. Oh, my husband's, I think he's off on Thursday, but I was still planning on working from home. Now that I think about it, I think he is not working. Oh, well. Let's do the torn washi in green this week. I'm gonna definitely need a big box for this day. Oh no, my husband is definitely brewing this day. Because he's like, okay, I can pick our daughter up from school. And so that means he's going into work nice and early. I'm gonna grab this one. I kind of like that. No, because then the water would be below it and above it. Okay, I'll just do it over here. I've got no school sticker, which I think I'm going to put on the Tuesday, because that's kind of the more important no school. Friday is my payday, and it'll be a good one because we don't have work this day, which means we're getting everything for payroll on this day, and we have to accept on this day. It's okay. My employee and I have been planning for this for a while because it's what we do. Because I've been perfecting our payroll process a lot since I took over as the payroll manager, and we get payroll done a lot faster now. And I've taught my employee quite a few things about Excel and how we can use it to make the whole system smoother. And so she's gotten pretty good at doing it as well, and we can get things done pretty quickly. I think I might log in on Monday just because I can probably get 2 of my payrolls done on Monday without even breaking a sweat, based off of when I get information from people and stuff like that. So it shall be good. I'm gonna do a trash day icon. I want to do it on one of these guys. So this is pretty much how, like, I planned in my Laurel Denise planners before I started filming it. Was definitely much, both the deco and the planning stuff. I used to be a happy planner. I still have a big happy planner kind of for memory keeping stuff, but in those I definitely just put down the decoration and then go back after the fact and you know, write stuff in throughout the week. But for the Laurel Denise stuff, since it's so, I guess, like, functional, I just never have been able to really kind of get into the groove of like deco everything and then planning stuff. But so I think this works really well. I am working my part-time job on Monday night, which is good. We close an hour early, which is very nice. I'm gonna put a planner time sticker because I like it on the tan with a little bit of a planner. Like that. I'm gonna do it on Wednesday. That will be the only time I can plan for the week of the 8th to the 14th because I won't be here. I'm not gonna be here. And I've got my husband's gig. I need to get one of his little trombones. I like this one Etsy seller who sells trombone sheets. My husband does play trombone in a number of bands. This is a brewery gig. I don't know what time. I think it's 5 to 7 maybe, but I'm gonna do that down there. Wednesday, we also have a swim assessment for my daughter. I'm not sure if she's like totally ready for swim team stuff, but we have like a level of our swim team that is pretty low key, and they just have to kind of be good in water a little bit, and feel comfortable in the water to get to be able to pass the assessment. So I'm hoping she will enjoy that, but we'll see. Gonna use one of these little circles. Because, yep, it's a whole dang payroll week. I don't really like things to be super square, so that's why I wanted to change that from standing straight up to kind of tilted. Okay, I am going to, I think, make sure I have everything. So we got no school, we got the swim assessment, brewery, ballet starts this day. No, sorry, I'm gonna have to move my desk. All right, sorry about the bumps. Ballet starts on this day. Which one should I do? I really like these guys, so we're gonna do this one. So for the last 2 years, she's been doing ballet on Monday nights. And she is switching to Tuesday nights because that's what time they offer the class. So usually we would never have ballet the first week of ballet because we were always on Labor Day because ballet starts the same week that school starts. And since the Monday is Labor Day of that, we would always miss her first week. So now that she's on Tuesday, she's actually going to be, you know, there nice and early. And I'm going to do a first day of school. I'm gonna do the little flare guys because they are cute. Gonna do a little stoolie bop. Whoopsies, that covered half of the F. This is why you use tweezers. I like these EK tool tweezers. They're like the reverse action tweezers. I just really like them better than having to, when I'm holding a sticker, having to be pinching in. So there's first day of kinder. This has come up before. Obviously Wednesdays are busy for us right now. I don't know why. They're not always this busy. Usually it's our Tuesdays that are busier, but what else? I don't mind that I don't have much room for a to-do list here. It's not a big deal. I've got plenty of room on Tuesday. I've got plenty of room on Thursday should I need to. I have plenty of room in my this week column down here, all of that stuff. So it's not super like important that I be able to write on Wednesday. I can look here and see what hasn't been checked off. I can look here and see what hasn't been checked off. I know what I need to do over time. So what I want to do next, because I think that's all we got. I mean, I could write a sticker, but I have this up here. Ooh, maybe I'll do maybe I'll do this little guy. And no, I don't like that. Never mind, I like it just the way it is. So I'm going to add little like boxes while we're on our trip because I can write down various things that we did for dinner and for activities and stuff. So that'll be good. And then I want to get in this torn washi down here. I don't think that's even, so I'm gonna not put it down too low. There we go. And then I think I'm gonna do this torn washi up here. However, all right, so I've got my two torn washi pieces on, and then I want to come back to my square boxes because I'm going to try something different. And I figured this week's a good week to try it because I'm going to be out of town for 4 days. I'm working this day. We have a gig this day. So we have 1 day where we might need to make dinner. So I figured this was a good time to do it, but I'm going to try to, instead of like assigning a box per day, like underneath each day, I'm going to kind of layer stuff here a little bit. I don't want two blues together when I have only these guys back. Okay. I'm going to use these for my workouts for the week. The list, the the circles Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is not working. It's not been going well for my writing down what I'm doing. There's not enough room. There's not enough room to write down my stats or anything like that from my Apple Watch. So yeah, not a good plan in that sense. But I have 5 of these boxes, and then I figure these are definitely bigger. Like, it's not the worst thing in the world that I have to use 2 smaller boxes for this, but I think I'm gonna put this one over here actually. So then I have 7 boxes, and I can write in my workout stuff, I can write in my stats and see how this goes. That's the goal, to see what happens there. I'm gonna add this box here. I really love this washi, but I don't know where to put it. So maybe I'll just put it down here. Oops. Oh man, I'm gonna have to take off a lot. That's okay. I can do it. I can do it. So there's been some big news this week. We've had some pretty great news if you're a Swiftie, and some pretty terrible news if you are an American. But yeah, I'm a huge Swiftie, so when they announced their engagement, I was very excited. And I was excited, you know, a couple weeks ago when she announced the new album, which, you know, already planning on what my savings goals are for it, so we can see if there's going to be a tour and if we can go. I have 3 friends from college, and we often go meet up places for the tour. We actually went out to Nashville for the Eras tour. I went out to Chicago for the Reputation tour. So we always try to kind of get together and do the tour. So that was really exciting. And then obviously the shooting yesterday at the Catholic Church school is truly heinous. And one of my best friends, her sister, lives literally down the street from it. Her brand new kid went to preschool there. So as soon as she heard gunshots, she started running to the school to go be with her kid. And when she got to like where the preschool is, it was the first time any of them had really had contact with anybody who had more information. So pretty scary. And you know, this mom who went running is like 8 months pregnant. So pretty terrifying time. And you know, it's, yeah, there you go. There's my thoughts on that. But for now, all I can do is focus on myself and my family, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm gonna add a couple more boxes just to add things. I'm gonna put this one down here because I want to add a reading thing. I might be able to read a little bit more when we're on the coast. Should I do a next week section? I could do something right there. Next week. I do want to put this down because I think one of our credit card bills is available to grab. This is a payday, this is a payday. So I'm gonna do it on this day. May as well make it fun. you're gonna have to pay a bill, you may as well make it fun. So I think my husband's main credit card is due that day. No, not due that day. I think I can pay it, so I'm gonna, it's not due. It's not due until, I don't know, 24th or something like that. But okay. I don't know what time we're leaving, so we'll just put that little guy there. And yeah. I'm gonna do a little to-go coffee mug with that little guy. That's fun. Oh, is this a recycle day or a normal day? Today is recycle day, so, oh, I already have the trash. Oh, I'm fine, I'm fine. Don't mind me. I saw the recycle thing and I was like, oh, I need to do that. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, well, I have these little header boxes on here, which I'm probably gonna move to, I wonder if they'll fit. Yeah, they'll fit. Because I like to get rid of sheets if I can, so we will move these little header boxes. And then I have a blank sheet. It's very exciting. So now I have all of this stuff. I'm gonna do the lighthouse because, yeah, I am like so excited for the beach trip this year. This year we've been leaning much more into the through hiking season. So like some years we've gone to the coast maybe 3 times. And this year we're not doing that. So, but we've had a lot more hikers this year. I think my mom, she's going to try to figure it out and try to count based off of text messages that we've sent her and some other stuff. But she thinks she's been well over 100 hiker nights, because we had a family of 9 one night, or 2 nights. We had like a group of 6 or 7 for 2 nights, I think. We had couple groups of 2 for 3 nights. So we definitely have been doing a lot. I went and I've driven to pick up people. She's driven to pick up people. She's driven to drop off. I've driven to drop off. I think my sister's picked up 1 or 2 parties as well. So we are, full force ahead on through hiking. But it's such an amazing experience to have these people in your lives. They're such cool people. One of the guys that I gave a ride to Tuesday, a couple days ago, he's like, oh yeah, I mean, he grew up over on the east side of the country near like the AT, and was always like impressed with the AT and the hikers over there. And oops, sorry, didn't mean to put my desk. He lived in San Francisco and wasn't liking his job too much. And then somebody told him, he's like, well, if you really want to do something, but you're not taking any actions to get to that point, do you really want to do it? And apparently it just like hit him like a truck, like, oh, I really want to hike the PCT, but I'm not doing anything to get there. And he's like, okay, let's do it. And so he quit his job, he sold his house, and he's hiking the PCT this year, which is just really cool, I think. I don't want that there. It's too tall. Okay, I think that is it for this spread. This one came together pretty easily. I'm liking how much like busier this is down here. I like that there's stuff in it. So we'll see how this goes next week. And because I usually try to film on Wednesday. Obviously today's the Thursday before this, but I think 2 days is enough time to tell if this is kind of working or if it's not working, space-wise, setup-wise, and what other tweaks I might need to make. So there you go. That's my planner spread for the week of September 1st through September 7th, a nice beachy spread going to the Oregon coast. And I really appreciate you guys watching and hanging out with me. Please leave an emoji in the comments. If you've stuck around this long, tell me what you're doing for Labor Day. I'd be very interested to know. And I will chat at you later, and you'll see my hands next time. Bye.